are back. It's Tuesday afternoon, and it is actually the Five Side Podcast for the first time in what feels like a month now. I'm Fergus Smith, and I'm joined by Matthew Thompson.
Evening, folks.
Craig Gregor.
Evening.
Ross Dewar.
Hello, all.
And Billy Kirkpatrick.
Good afternoon.
How's everyone after that weekend?
Great.
Great.
Good.
Living it up.
Feels good to have a weekend of no football. No, didn't lose this week.
Exactly.
So
It felt good for me to not lose this week either.
I agree.
It's all just playoff action at the moment, with just the premiership set to finish. So everyone was playoffs and the Scottish Cup at the weekend there. Quickly just run through the playoff results. So Kelty Hearts beating out Brora Rangers 4-1 after 2-0, so 6-1 on aggregate.
Good result for them.
Yep.
I think they'll go on and hammer Brecon, to be honest with you.
It does see them
Everyone
go to play
hammered.
Brecon in the playoff final.
I was looking at the odds earlier. They are 5-1 on to beat Brecon, which is you don't really see that in the lower
When did they play?
playoff game very often.
When did they play?
Saturday or Sunday, I believe. I don't know.
Why? Are we gonna...
I thought it'd been moved. I thought it was next week
I was
now.
hoping it was tomorrow.
Why?
I thought I was going to pick it.
Well,
Drat.
I'll check for you right now.
It has been moved, yes.
Yeah, I thought they'd all been moved to next after Monday.
Yeah, I didn't know there were many Kelty Hearts or Brecon fans that are wanting to go to the game.
You never know.
Maybe Kelty Hearts. Maybe less so.
It's the 18th and the 23rd of the two games.
Yes. So next Tuesday, a week today.
much to look forward to.
Where are we? The playoffs in League One. Yes. Stranraer and Dumbarton drawing 0-0.
What a game that must have been.
I know. And Edinburgh City beating out Elgin 1-0.
I can imagine that was also a very exciting game as
Big
well.
mouth water.
You know,
Just...
someone probably watched them somewhere, and I do feel bad for them.
You say somewhere.
I'm sure there's more than one person.
You say somewhere. We know exactly where folk were watching them. We're watching them in those two places where those teams are from. There's nobody in Mumbai.
Elgin and Stranraer.
There's nobody tuning in from Mumbai for those games, is there?
Oh, there might be.
You know what? Maybe they're
You'd be surprised, probably.
probably if someone's just found an illegal stream.
But they play each other again tonight.
They do.
So
Good luck to them
that'll be
both.
in our next podcast. We'll
Hold on
talk
a
about
minute.
them, and we'll have a clearer picture of the playoffs from then on. Championship playoffs. Cove Rangers drawing 1 each with Airdrie, and Montrose beating Morton 2-1.
That's as if.
Poor Morton.
What a tragedy! Morton are going down.
I like Capulo, to be fair. I quite like the stadium, so I don't know.
We'll be going to it as a League One club next time.
Well, I wouldn't be. That's just like a good team air away. Good away then, Greenock.
I'll have to get them in the cup then.
Yeah, they're getting a Taco Bell.
They are. It's just for the football as well.
Yeah.
The only reason they're getting the Taco Bell.
Yeah, in the stadium.
It's replacing the stadium.
It's replacing the stadium.
It's still some close games though. I'm sure Morton could turn it around tonight. If,
McMartin.
Craig's being too serious here. Me and Matt are talking about the stadium
It's
becoming a Taco
McMartin.
Bell.
no, I've got to get back onto track.
McMartin, did you say?
Craig
I
said
didn't say
McMartin.
We said Taco Bell. Craig's mind goes straight to food. McDonald's.
I wish you'd make it the McMartin Arena.
They do play each other again tonight.
What,
do you
McDonald's
think's
11
coming out?
versus Martin?
Who do you think's coming out? Who do you think's coming out of Airdrie v Cove? A 1 each draw in the first leg.
I'll make that clear in my predictions.
Please,
Well,
secretive.
he's keeping it secret right
I
now.
don't want to give
Also
it away,
Cove.
even though I give my predictions out first.
Also Cove.
Also Cove, yes. And Premiership playoff, Wraith, definitive winners over Dunfermline, 2-0.
A little bit. I thought Wraith had lost a little bit of their steam towards the end of the season. I didn't actually see that result coming, but good on them.
Yeah, give them a boost going into the Dundee game, but I do think Dundee will be too much for them. So
They play Dundee, and then they play one of the 3 bottom clubs in
Are
the
they
Premiership
one-legged?
if they get by.
One-legged ties or two-legged ties?
Two-legged.
Two-legged.
Legged sounds funny. Yep.
Yeah, it was a good game, and race the first goal. The first one I seen it, I thought it was maybe offside, and then you seen there was an Inferman player just like standing pretty much off the pitch,
Yeah,
keeping
I've seen
everyone
that.
on side.
I thought it was offside at first.
It was actually a very good touch to like
Yeah.
the first touch of lob it over the goalkeeper and then just
Yeah,
touch it in.
that was well taken.
Maybe a stroke
Which
of
is
stroke of good luck that there is the one Dunfermline player playing them on side, but
Yeah,
you take what you can
Then-
get, and it's a tidy wee finish.
Especially in the playoffs.
Yes.
give them the advantage. Yeah, getting an advantage in the playoffs, and then you can just try hold out and manage to get a second goal as well.
When do the see when when the Scottish League rounds up? When's the final round of the playoff fixtures? Is it the weekend after? Or do the Scottish teams go straight from the weekend to a midweek playoff game?
I actually don't know. I think it might be the same as the League Two one, where it's the 18th and then
23rd.
Yeah, but I think it'll be the Sunday the final.
Oh,
so
right.
I don't know if the 23rd is Sunday or not. So yeah, rather be the Tuesday, the Wednesday, and then the Saturday, and
Yeah.
the Sunday. That
That makes sense.
the midweek after
I suppose that'll be made clear after the weekend.
playoffs final.
We'll know.
We'll see who they'll be playing.
Kelly or
Winner of,
Hamilton.
Wraith or Dundee.
Kelly or Hamilton.
Yeah, well, because Ross County are finishing rock bottom.
No.
That'll be Kelly or Hamilton second one.
So yeah, I think it will be an interesting playoff. I've been saying all the time. I do think that the Premiership team will stay up in the
Yeah, I
playoffs,
agree.
but I don't. Dundee are on some good form right now, so
I think
it'll be a really
Dundee
tough
are a
one.
decent side, but you never know because they're kind of inconsistent, and Wraith could beat them out.
Yeah,
And
just
then I
depending
don't
which
think
Dundee turns up.
and I don't think Wraith beats either of the Premiership teams.
You never know. It's a one-off game. It's
True.
Yeah.
It might be Ross County, and they're not great.
None of the teams.
as long as Kelly go down.
None of the-
Yeah, just
None of those.
as long as Kelly finish bottom,
I stand by they're not
and then we
finishing
make
bottom.
Hamilton fight the playoffs.
Sorry, wait, it's Jer. We both know. I've been saying it all season.
We'll find out.
I can't,
We'll find out.
Not to,
They've got two difficult games this week. Okay.
Yep, it's all to play for.
No,
That is all to play for.
not to.
Going to be an exciting game tomorrow.
I used to always use the thing. I was second in the predictions after Matt, but not to spoil it, I am no longer. But we'll get on to that later.
The fans will be raging.
Who do they play? They play St Mirren tomorrow, do they?
Who's this?
Kelly.
Yeah, they do.
Kelly
At
plays
home.
St
So-
Mirren, Ross County Hamilton.
So Kelly playing St Mirren. St Mirren will be looking to sort of not bounce back after their cup semi-final loss, but kind of
Yeah,
It's hard.
rejuvenate themselves.
be a-
They also don't really have anything to play for now. I guess play
yeah,
True,
that's the one
but-
I was going to say.
like it's probably.
Pride.
I think it'd be quite hard to motivate that squad. I'd imagine.
Hmm.
They can finish seventh. To be fair, I don't know.
They can relegate
The
Kelly.
extra money
They could relegate Kelly.
and they could relegate Kelly, and that's always a plus.
Are they a
Everyone wants to do
local derby? I don't think it really counts. Paisley to Kilmarnock.
But
Close-ish. It's about as close as
close-ish.
I suppose St Mirren.
No one likes Kelly though.
Closer
So
Hamilton, wasn't it? So
yeah. Talking St Mirren. Unfortunately for them, they were losers in the Scottish Cup semi-final over at St Johnstone. I kind of expected it, but they put up a fair fight. I'd say.
It was going to be a close game. They were unlucky, to be fair, because in my opinion, they should have had a penalty.
Well, yeah, I was going to get onto that.
Yeah.
First half, I think both teams started quite brightly,
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
end-to-end game. Lots
and
of chances.
I think St Mirren were,
Both just making really good saves.
like Craig said, I think St Mirren were unlucky not to get a penalty in the first half. Billy, do you agree?
I've seen them given, and I've seen them not given. So could have been another day, different referee, might have been a penalty, but this referee decided it was not a penalty.
So we've let.
If this referee had opened his eyes, he would have seen it should have been a penalty.
Yeah, I think it's a penalty personally.
Yeah, I think it was a penalty.
So a bit unlucky there, but
Yeah.
you make your own luck and all that.
I think first half as well, the St Mirren goalkeeper made a really good save at one point
Mhm.
from
Yeah.
Sean Rooney at the edge of the box, trying to curl it in.
Was it Sean Rooney? Was it not Kane?
I'm pretty sure it was Rooney, the one I'm
I can't
thinking.
remember, to be fair.
No, Kane hit one,
Yeah,
but
there's a couple.
Kane hit one, but it was classed as going over the bar, even though the keeper
Oh,
did
was
get
it,
a
right?
touch on it. Yeah, but now the Rooney one where he was to his right hand side and he went for it with his left hand just to push it over. It was a good save.
And then Xander Clark also made a
Huge save, yeah.
good save, but it was it's
No,
one that the St Mirren player really has to do
Yeah,
better
I
with.
think-
It's more of a
it's a decent save.
Xander Clark's kind of got lucky more than
He
anything.
makes himself big. It's a decent save, but
I was gonna,
Yeah.
he makes
Gotta
himself
finish it.
big to
he's got to
Yeah.
finish
block
it. I'm
it.
sorry.
Unfortunate for the St Mirren player because that would have put them up in the first half, and who knows what would have happened if they'd went 1-0 up.
Yeah, St Mirren looked a good side. First half as well.
It was a good ball in, and I think it's one of those ones where it comes to you and you just try and get it on target more than think about where the keeper is at that point, and the keeper just happened to be down his throat.
Yeah. The game was drawn out, and then St Johnstone decided to play on Glen Middleton,
Mm-hmm.
and it changed the game.
I think Clark made a decent save again in the set just before Middleton came on in the second half.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Again, could have put St Mirren ahead. You never know.
One of those ones where you'll be after the game, you'll be like, oh, if only we'd finished it, if only that. But who doesn't matter?
You can't really look back on these things and think if only.
Yeah.
Like you got to look back and think we played well enough to actually make these chances. And St Johnstone are no slouches, so
Yeah. But then Glen Middleton did come on and put in a very good ball for Kane to tap home to put St Johnstone 1-0 up.
yeah, it's unbelievable. It brings on. It's got a little bit of pace, gets by the man and just plays in an inch perfect ball to where Kane was sliding, and it just sort of gets diverted round the goalkeeper.
Good finish by Kane. Like
That's-
that's not an easy
Yeah,
one
very
to
good
just
finish.
slot in the corner like that.
That
Mhm.
well, calmly.
Especially when you're sliding in for it as well.
You always forget Glen Middleton's still only 21. He seems to be around for a few years, but he's not seemed to be getting any consistent game
Is he
time
still on-
anywhere.
Yeah.
Is he on loan from Rangers still?
Yeah.
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 Is he still on the books at Rangers?
Yeah. So that's where Rangers might be looking at him next season or that, because he's put in some decent performances for St Johnstone this season.
I don't know. It's difficult because
He just seems to keep getting fired out on loan and then playing like 5 to 10 games a season.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
and
Can't get a
that's
run
it.
out.
It's not enough. He needs to play more in that than potentially like try and push for a better team or just regular starter for the St Johnstone or like the St Johnstone for a team like St
What
Johnstone,
is St Johnson?
that sort of level.
What about that?
I know. And then
Um,
a couple minutes later, Glen Middleton again. He pops up the other side of the pitch this time, and he's some nice quick feet, and he gets by the St Mirren defender and gets fouled, and it's a free kick. What does he do with said free kick?
he hits it pretty much straight at the goalkeeper, and everyone thinks it's a good free kick. So that's what he did do.
Craig's biased. He just doesn't like it. I think it's a decent
I
hit.
really think the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
has to
No,
do that.
I think
Yeah.
I think the goalkeeper has to do better, but it's like he's hit it hard with power.
Still.
But all I've seen on Twitter all week is, oh, do you want to see another angle of that Glen
to
Middleton?
be fair, it's
Yeah,
big
no, I
for
wouldn't-
St
yeah, I wouldn't-
Johnstone.
Yeah,
on
it's-
It's not the best free kick, but he's hit it hard and he's put it on target. And well,
Yeah,
you only score against what you play against. So
I did expect maybe someone of Annick's quality to have made a
he
better
just let his wee pal score the free kick. That's what happened.
a better attempt. 'Cause he didn't even
Rangers friends.
stick his arms out. He just kind of left.
Fell over.
I don't know if it was just poor positioning or what, because like Craig said, it wasn't miles like in the corner. That was relatively straight, but
I mean, it was quite high in the net, but
What as well?
He's
like,
not. He's not a
struck.
small guy.
No, he's not.
I think Billy's passing away here. Did you like the free kick, Bill?
No, poor goalkeeping. I'm sorry. I don't. It was an okay hit free kick.
As well.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be objective here. And I don't think.
Must
I
be
think
lovely classic.
most standard keepers would have saved that.
Craig would have saved
I
it.
have
Come on,
no
just say
idea
it.
what Mr. Andwick is doing in the goal. He's obviously been distracted by, I don't know, maybe an aeroplane passing by or
Must be
I
it.
don't know, a balloon or something.
It's. I'm telling you, it's because his wee Rangers friend gave him a wee wave, and he was like, I'll jump out the way.
They're not
It
far
was,
from bad
it was
player.
okay hit, decent pace on it, decent height, but it's relatively
Yeah.
central. It's not right in the top corner.
Yeah. Could do better.
St Mirren
yeah.
fight back.
Too little, too late though.
Yeah,
The
unfortunately.
problem.
Good game.
It's a nice ball in from McGrath, and McCarthy nods it back across goal, and you don't save them really when you're the goalkeeper and you're looking for the ball coming into the box
Mhm.
and it comes back over you.
And then St Johnstone moved on to the final. So
Yeah. Great performance from manager of the year, as we can all.
I think St Mirren can be proud of
that's a good
themselves.
quality. Sure.
Yeah.
They can.
They made it to the semi final.
They probably, to be fair though,
Yeah.
if I'm a St Mirren fan and I watched the game, I'd still be a little bit bitter because halfway through I'd be thinking that they should probably have been in front. Maybe. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think it's one of those ones where in hindsight you'll look at it and go, we've had a real good run this season, but probably thinking we probably should have been in a better position to move forward.
Ahead.
Final.
Well, they had a couple of chances, a penalty denied. So yeah,
If that were my team, I'd be a bit disappointed. But once the dust settles, I'm sure they'll be happy with their season.
Yeah.
done well for themselves considering.
Held their own.
St Johnstone into the final, and they will play. Well, they were set to play the winner of Hibs, Dundee United v Hibs, and Hibs came out 2-0 winners in that one.
Another good game here. Another end-to-end game. Lots of chances. Dundee United not taking any chances.
I didn't.
Hibs
I couldn't.
just been more clinical.
I couldn't find the full highlights until very late on in today. So I've seen the goals.
Yeah, I've only seen the goal.
That's about it, really.
Last game I didn't see anything else.
Yeah. Both teams had a lot of chances. Hibs took theirs. Dundee United didn't. From the looks of it, Shankland had a decent game. He had a decent game as a provider more than anything. He didn't seem to find himself in the box at any point really to have a shot. Whereas Nisbet managed to grab the goal, which
It was
could put him in the pecking order above Shankland for the Scotland squad.
especially with circumstances, which we'll get on to. I think Nisbet's goal, if it serves me, my memory serves me correctly, I think it was hoofed up by one of the Hibs centre halves, and it was kind of poorly dealt with by oh my god, what are they called? Dundee United defence. A really poor header, and Irvin just latches onto it, controls it nicely, one touch, and passes it across for Nisbet, who just slots it past the goalkeeper.
A good finish, just a wee
Yeah,
pass into
Good
the
defence,
corner.
just a wee-
Funnily enough, both the goals
That's
go in low past the goalkeeper.
Mhm.
Do you reckon maybe that
Yeah.
was something picked up by the manager beforehand?
I think a lot of good strikers will do that though. It's much harder, I suppose, for the
Yeah.
goalie to get there. I think it's probably a sign of a striker panicking when you see them hit it up. Probably, I think if you're calm about it, you're probably
Sometimes, maybe.
well, yeah. That's what it depends on the time. But a lot of times you'll
I suppose it depends on the goalkeeper as well.
true.
But like the other game, it wouldn't be a Scottish Cup game without some refereeing controversy. So Hibs had to get their wee offside goal in there to.
I've seen someone pull a line, and if you put the line at like a 45-degree angle, he's definitely onside.
Marginally.
Yeah.
Marginally, yeah.
I mean, I was talking to my uncle, who's a big Hibs fan, and I was like, but you take it, and he's like, yeah, but it's an absolute outrage that that's been given as onside, and that's from a Hibs fan, so
There's not really anything.
It wasn't a good one.
No.
is that still a good finish from Deutsch? No?
I'll put it away.
Got to put them away.
You got to take your luck if you want to get to the cup finals.
Well, as they say, it's play to the whistle. So
No, well, put Hibs through to the cup final, so they'll be playing St Johnstone.
And sorry to interrupt.
The good news
Oh
for them
yeah,
today. Yeah, I know.
obviously you've
On your fire
the Beverly sisters here. UEFA has given permission for some fans to be allowed in Hampden. I don't know how much some is or how many some could be, but UEFA has given permission for a limited number. A waiver has been granted, although it's unclear if any other obstacles will need to be overcome to get inside the stadium, such as testing and distancing, etc. And the SFA could apply to Glasgow City Council and UEFA to have more than the 500 limit, potentially. So,
well, I think in a
news.
bigger stadium, common sense prevails. Surely,
Seats on the track. Basically,
they get more than 500 because 500 is ridiculously low for Hampden.
Yeah, maybe that time we went to that League Cup game between Queen's Park and
Queen's Park and Ayr.
the saddest football match I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah, what was the attendance there? Like 300 or something?
I don't know how many.
No, it was like
it must have been about
600. Didn't seem like that many.
How fucking empty the stadium was. Still they opened the quarter.
Exactly, yeah. That's what's making me think it was as little as 300.
I'd be hopeful that they would grant an allowance for extra fans because, I mean, at this point we're going into the Euros and we're not having any test events before that first game. So
you think
I think it's a good thing to do.
You think even 10%? What's Hampden's capacity? Like 40, 55?
Yeah, so
just over 5,000 fans would be
more. It's 52 something.
Surely.
Like
yeah, like 2,500 fans each.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you can well space them and socially distance them. It's not difficult.
I think it's just about probably the admissions to get in if you're testing folk before they get in, or how you want to go about it that way, and then also how you control fans leaving the stadium. Seems like something that
they've
do very easily.
They've done test events in England, so take from them what they've done.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why.
Obviously, you'll have with the fans leaving the stadium, it will be easier to depart one set of fans first because obviously the other set of fans will be staying towards the trophy presentation and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It'll also be easier with less people to police, and it gives a good judgment of how they can cope with it come the matches for the Euros.
Yeah,
it is a couple of weeks till that
to
final.
Look forward to if you're a Hibs or a St Johnstone fan.
I would think 2,000. I think 2,000 is a good number.
Yeah, you can get more than 2,000.
I know, but I think on a smaller scale, I don't think they want to go too big too quickly.
It's a Scotland thing.
What is it they've got for the Euros 25?
12,500.
12,500. I mean, we're not even talking half of that.
So I think 2,000 is a good. It's a test figure. Let's treat this as like a test event for a larger scale.
It's just the issue. There's no other test event before.
Then you're going to have to go from test event to 6 times that.
Which is going to be a bit. It's up to them. So
no, it's up to us.
We'll see. It's a couple weeks to the final, but I will do the predictions come that time. But anyone with any sort of feelings as to who's going to win that?
Probably Hibs, but they're bottlers. They'll Hibs it. So I don't know.
I think a close game might be extra time and penalties.
I think it'd be such a good thing for St Johnstone to win it and get those 2 trophies. So I would like St Johnstone to win it. I hope it. Yeah. I think now there's no pressure on them for that first one. I don't think as much. I think now everyone's looking at them going that's your chance. You can win 2 trophies in a season, which for a club like them would be massive.
And also you've got that extra, the added incentive of the European.
So there's so much to play for. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on St Johnstone to get something from that. We'll see.
I mean, if you're a St Johnstone fan, you win the cup. You managed to get an easy enough Europa League playoff game into Europa League groups, and you welcome Juventus to Midweek Park.
I'm there. If not Celtic,
Sean Rooney will pocket Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's if they even make it. The way it's going with Juventus.
Yeah,
Juventus I'm telling you right now, if they do make it, they'll be in Celtic's group. We all know that.
Well, it is.
That's exactly how it works.
Well, Matt, if they are in Celtic's group, you can just get Tony Ralston back out there to laugh in Ronaldo's
Well, yeah, that's always
I
there.
think if you're Hibs, you're focusing on the midweek game they've got. Big game, crucial game against Aberdeen.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Yeah,
maybe not
I
maybe
bet
not so
it's
crucial if Hibs win the
Right,
cup.
so you get the money as well.
Finishing third's definitely a good thing for Hibs as well if they can do it.
Yeah.
And with they've got last two games they're not easy games either. So
Well, it's the top half of the split, to be fair, so it's
Mhm.
never going to be easy
No.
games.
Aside from Livingston.
aside from yes,
Unless Celtic, in
Well,
which case it's not an easy game, but
Do,
No offense to Livingston fans, I am hoping
Yeah.
for a poor performance for you tomorrow night because I have picked Rangers. And
I'm hoping for an outstanding performance tomorrow night from Livingston, a masterclass.
to go back to obviously having fans back in, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Jason Leach said today they could have fans if it was in a different stadium. I don't know if one of you guys
I've
were
seen
listening.
something about
Well,
that.
so
that was before they asked for
UEFA announced
dispensation
Oh,
from
okay.
UEFA.
That's fair. I've not had a
Yeah.
chance to look at.
That was
And
that's
would
only
you-
very recently
Yeah.
recently announced that UEFA have given the dispensation to have fans because obviously
Yeah,
it's their
SFA were
stadium right
very-
now.
Yeah. The SFA were very adamant that they weren't going to move it out of Hampden.
hmm
And because Hampden has to have a bit of work done to it before the Euros, that's why the fans weren't going to be there. So that'll be the in our situation of how many fans, because I don't know how much work they have to do and stuff like that. So
And
we'll have to wait and see.
talking Euros, big story this week: Scotland star striker Oli Mcgetinthejail involved in some after
I thought we were
after hours
Allegedly.
involved in some after hours, not after hours, but like outside of club time shenanigans. And since a 24-year-old has been arrested in relation to the incident.
I honestly thought
And
we
Oli
were-
McBurney's
I
24.
thought- yeah, I thought we were going to lead with the mayor of Norwich story, but no.
No, we'll do that after.
That's fine then.
So yeah, by the seams of the videos circulating, supposedly he was getting antagonized by
Youth.
someone saying he was shit and stuff like that. So, and apparently he was just in a walk with his girlfriend, and it's never nice for him, but there's a correct way to respond to abuse, such as saying, "Do you want to come say it to my face?" That's the correct way to respond.
Get that to fuck.
Get that or get that to fuck. That is another way to respond to it.
I personally think stamping on a phone and hitting some kids is the best way to go about it.
Well,
kids,
Yeah.
again, it was
Okay.
kids because apparently they were 21.
Yeah,
so-
we're kids.
you know,
We're still-
Well, okay. Well, stamping on anyone's phone and hitting anyone is definitely not the right way to go around it.
It's not good. No.
It's not.
I think it would make it worse if they were to be underage.
Yeah, assault minors is quite a serious charge.
Yes.
I think let's be quite clear. We live in a society that is innocent until proven guilty, so let's not cast any aspersions over Mr.
Okay,
allegedly
well, if
Mr. McKinnon
late.
who's been arrested.
If it was him, I think there's pretty damning evidence against him.
If it was him, yes.
If it
Yeah,
was.
bigger.
It
And
may
that-
just be another
you
man
only
who's
assume if it
6'4"
was
and
him.
has a beard and wears Stone Island. And
If it was him,
And he's 24 years old.
if it was him, we can only assume he will not be called up to the
And
to any future
that
Scotland
brings us on
Well-
to the sadder
well-
news.
I'm sure Steve Clark is trying to find a loophole how to get him out of jail, where he's going to pay his bail.
I don't know. Do we
to
want
get him
him?
called
I think this is a good
What?
thing for Scotland. We don't
I-
have
I
to
think
use a
it's fine,
squad
but
space for him.
But Steve Clark is very, very. He seems to very much like.
Steve Clark's pumping his maw. That's how.
No, we, no.
I guess this brings us to the real sad news about the mayor of Norwich.
The mayor of Norwich is ruled out of the Euros.
So that is him and Ryan Jack, two probably certainties for the squad.
Kenny
already
McLean,
ruled out.
penalty hero.
And the penalty hero.
Well,
Yep.
It's not looking. It's not
so-
looking great for Lyndon Dykes either.
No, it's not.
Don't worry.
I think
He's picked up another
Ben,
injury
I
again.
think he's away to get
Yeah.
a scan or something like that. I remember
Mhm.
reading to see if he's.
the light on the fact that Kenny McLean has been ruled out is it will open up a spot for Billy Gilmore to slot in. Obviously, it's never good to see people injured, but it's a great opportunity for Billy Gilmore to fire into that squad.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, but you think about it, would you rather have Billy Gilmore, who's starting games against Man City, or John Fleck?
Who also starts games against Man
Yeah,
City.
it's a difficult
well,
decision.
John Flip will be starting games against Man City.
No,
next
definitely
year.
not next season.
Maybe if Rangers get them in the Champions League, he might.
That's true. You wouldn't take him?
Nah, I'd
Um,
take him for
in
the
your
bench.
No, Steve Clark has. When's the Euros start? I'm behind the curve on this one.
Well, we've got warm up games in the 6th and the 2nd of June.
Yeah, so he's got less than a month.
So but obviously, I'm sure for these warm up games he'll call up a bigger squad and then he can
Narrow it down.
assess it there.
Because it's going to be. I think it's a difficult decision on what midfielders, what forwards. Because, what forwards Cutty plate brings. And
yeah, well, I mean, he's got a lot of options, and the injuries are probably making his decisions a little bit easier. He doesn't have to make any rash decisions, but
obviously
he'll be hoping for his best options available to be fit.
And obviously the extra 3 men in the squad as well, that'll help.
Yeah, well,
slightly.
26-man squad, which is what we called up to the last game. So
yeah,
we'll see.
He's had experience of the slightly lower squad than what we're used
I mean,
to.
like we said in our group chat, it does give the opportunity probably for Gold, Turnbull, and Gilmore to be included potentially if that's the way Steve wants to look at it.
If Gilmore doesn't get in the squad, I will. I don't know what. I think I will just have a downright depressive episode. Honest to God, the kids get talent. The kids get talent, and Steve Clark, the old dinosaur Steve, is just going to say no. He's too young, so he's not going to play him.
It's like the Lee Griffiths too short thing.
Yes.
We wouldn't have Messi in the Scottish game. He's too small.
Too short.
Even though Gordon Strachan was short.
Made plenty of Scotland appearances. Yeah, I agree. I think Gilmore can't really do much else to get called up other than turning up to Chelsea games and playing extremely well.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll do his bit.
He's got potential. He's in the FA Cup final and the.
I was going to say, he could be sitting in the end of the season with a Champions League medal and an FA Cup medal without a Scotland call-up.
That'd be the most Scottish thing ever.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying fire straight into the starting 11, but obviously
give him squad experience.
I think maybe perhaps with the friendly games we have coming up, he'd maybe be a decent.
I agree, definitely.
Give him the chance, see what he can do, because our midfield's we've got good players in the midfield, but we've not really had a good link up.
A proper ball playing
partnership. That's the word. We've not found the best partnership yet.
How long do we wait before Billy mentions the fact he booked him? Did you book him? Is that right, Bill? Or did you just ref him?
No, that's my one claim to fame.
You cautioned him one time.
I cautioned him one time. Yeah.
He booked him once before he was big.
Yep. And
right before Billy tells us his life story.
Okay. On the 11th of July, when Scotland had left the Euros, that'll be Billy's.
I'll be shouting at the telly. I'll be shouting at the telly, pointing.
I booked him.
Right, before we listen to Billy's life story, let's talk predictions.
Oh, perfect.
Keep moving.
That's good.
Yes, well done, Billy. 16 points at the weekend there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so class.
Everyone else's points are irrelevant, and we don't need to talk about them.
I'm still.
But it does move Billy up ahead of Dure and chasing Matt down at the top. But there's not long, Billy. There's not long. You've got to get a shift on.
Running out of week.
Not many games left. We won't talk about anything else.
Bottom? Which one is bottom?
I don't think that matters.
Ferg.
Yeah, Shay.
Yes, let's do the fucking predictions for this evening and tomorrow.
Oh yeah, this evening's games.
And first up's Airdrie v Cove. Greg.
2-0 Airdrie.
2-1 Airdrie.
2-0 Airdrie as well, I think.
And I'll go 1-0 Airdrie.
I'm gonna break the trend. 6-0 Cove. No. We'll go 2-1 to Cove. Morton Montrose.
1 each.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Score draw, 1-1.
I'm going to say 2-1 to Morton.
What was the first round score? 2-0.
2-1
2-1
to
Montrose.
Montrose.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Morton.
Oh. Yeah, oh, God. 1-0 Montrose. I'm going against the trendsetters every game this week. Next up's Dumbarton Stranraer.
After the first 0-0.
1-0 to Stranraer.
Score draw, 1-1.
I'm going to say nothing each again. This could go to extra time.
And I'm gonna go with 1-0 Dumbarton.
Fuck. All bases have been covered.
That's it.
Well, I was thinking before that I don't like Stranraer, so I'm just going to bet against them. And I'm going to go 1-0 Dumbarton. Next up's Edinburgh City v Elgin Round 2.
2-1 to Edinburgh City.
2-0 Edinburgh City.
3-1 Edinburgh City.
2-0. Yeah, 2-0 Edinburgh City.
1-0 Elgin.
Nice.
This is why he's bottom of the leaderboard.
Breaking trends.
Yes.
Next up is Wraith Dundee.
2 each.
Score draw, 1-1.
I think Rafe will surprise a few people. 3-1.
I think 1 each, yeah.
2-0 Dundee. See, I'm breaking your guys' trend, but Dundee will win, so it's fine. Dundee United Motherwell.
I'm gonna go for 2-0 to Motherwell. Some team that
Score
Motherwell.
draw, 1 each.
I'm going to go the other way and say 2-0 Dundee United.
I'm going to go 1-0 Motherwell. I don't know if anyone's seen, but they have just confirmed that anyone that bought a season ticket will be giving a free season ticket next season. So I'm going to give them...
Good guys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Good
give
guys.
Good guys,
They're
Motherwell.
due and give them a 1-0 win.
Well, because they're such good guys, I'm gonna
5-0.
fuck. All bases are covered. I don't know.
5-0. It's got to be 5-0 then.
5-0 Motherwell.
There you go.
Yes.
There we
I'll do
go.
first predictions.
Kelly St Mirren.
3-0
Just
St
how many nils are there?
Tough one. I will.
At
I'm
1-0.
gonna go. Score draw,
Choose.
1-0.
Yeah.
2-0 Kelly.
We had to think about that there.
I wasn't sure.
He's 5th 1-0.
I realised that the last game was 4-3, so I was going to go with that.
Yeah, it was after extra time, to be fair.
Yeah, but
Well, can we let Matt choose?
I thought...
Drew said 2-0 Kelly.
Oh, did he? Sorry, I was going to say 2-0 Kelly as well. I didn't hear Juris.
There you go.
Two people that are wrong. But
Yeah, I'm gonna go side with Craig here. Not usual, but
I just think St Mirren...
2-1 St
I
Mirren.
think St Mirren will struggle to get motivated again after that, but Kelly have a lot to play
Nope.
for. But yeah,
2-1 St
very
Mirren.
well.
Ross County Hamilton.
0-0.
2-0 Hamilton.
Yeah, I'm going to say 1-0 Hamilton.
And I'm going to say 2-0 Hamilton.
Well, You know what? No, I did want to go with Ross County.
Put in a good
2-1 Ross
last
County.
time out. They were good last time they played.
Yep, 2-1 Ross County. Livingston Rangers.
Well, if I was going to say if Billy's results for those two are the same, that would make an exciting last day with all teams in 33 points. But I'm going to go for 4-0 Rangers.
It's bold, Craig, when we don't have a left back.
Yeah, but you're playing Livingston.
Yes, but
You've
you
got
still,
half
you
a
still
right
need a
back as
left.
well.
You still need a left back
Really?
You could play the guy off commentary at left back.
off commentary. So Kevin Thompson or
Used to-
No,
No, Tom
Who's it?
commentator.
what's the
what?
goal?
Tom,
doing?
Tom
Tom the
commentator.
commentator,
Aye, him.
Right, Billy.
who's 5 foot by 5 foot.
Right, Billy.
Exactly.
Is your name Billy? Billy.
1-0 Rangers.
Also did sound like Joe was saying that Billy's 5 foot by 5.
That's what I'm talking about, Billy.
Right, Joe, it's your turn.
Billy, the
That's not
podcast host. I'm gonna say 2-0 Rangers if they play Joe Reebok left back.
You're not allowed a conditional prediction.
Yeah, that's not.
Do you want me to just put 2-0 asterisks?
Yeah, just like your title.
Yeah.
I'm going to predict a Martin Tale of Heroics, and it's going to be 1-0 Livingston.
Here's Ferg's like 5-0 Livingston.
7-0 Livingston. Nah, score draw 1 each.
Finally,
I've got to buck the trend. Celtic St Johnstone.
Score draw 2 each.
I'll score 2.
Score draw 1-0.
No reasonable.
2-0 St Johnstone.
You
Why
know
are you
what?
laughing? St Johnstone will give you a good game.
Wouldn't be that surprised. I'm going to go with 2-0 Celtic.
How do you think that's a bold prediction?
It's not that bold.
5-0 Celtic.
That's more bold than 2-0.
No. Finally, the
St.
biggest game of the week. Aberdeen Hibs.
3-1 to Hibs.
2-0 Hibs.
1-0 Hibs.
Score draw 1-0.
Well, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to be the man.
The pencil.
2-1 to Aberdeen.
Picking Aberdeen wins. They wonders why he's bottom
Matt, you've got to do it,
You do.
okay?
for the culture.
For the culture. That's not what I said. I said 2-1 Aberdeen.
All right then. Sorry.
Sorry. He's just trying to cheat me out of points here. Anyone got any other notices to mention? Craig, have you updated the menu yet on the Facebook page?
No, I've not updated the menu, and I don't know when that will be coming in.
Oh,
Chips,
Yeah.
cheese and Donner, we're on it till tomorrow.
exactly.
That's-
No, hopefully see more.
Chips, cheese and pussy, Muhammad El Hinoussi.
Yeah, that's the one.
I was
one
going to
of-
say, hopefully we see more clubs do what Motherwell have done and honour their season ticket.
Oh, don't expect it from anyone
Well,
else. No one else
I
is
know
good
Motherwell are
guys.
a notoriously decent side. They had a good
Uh-huh.
ticket system with the kids and adults prior to COVID. But it would be nice to see some clubs taking their fans into consideration for next
Well,
season if they
I
can.
know,
afford to.
I know Rangers are not doing it. I don't know if you've watched the video that I sent into the group
No.
chat of where they're in their videos.
Yeah, they've
They're
released
they're
their
in a group. They're in a group
season
chat
ticket
and
renewal thing.
they're talking. They're pretending to talk to each other. And McGregor's typing. Then he goes, "Oh, sorry, I had my gloves on." Why is he sending text with his gloves on?
Yeah, that's their season ticket renewal video, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're likely to see something from Celtic in the near future. Probably when they announce a new manager. It'd be new manager, and
New
then the next day
manager
it'll
John
be,
Kennedy.
do you want to buy a new season ticket? And most people will just buy them anyway. They complain all over social media, but then they'll just go and buy a ticket anyway because they can't lose their seat.
And
That's the thing.
announcing Rafa Benitez.
Yep.
Oh,
That's absolutely plenty from you. So would you like to say goodbye, Jer?
we never mentioned that we spotted celebrities.
We also
No,
We
Jer
also,
made one dad joke too many.
we also didn't mention that Rangers and Celtic B teams are to be accepted into the
Oh
Lowland.
shit! Yeah, I actually meant
yeah.
to ask you guys about that earlier.
That's right.
Um,
By
for-
popular demand.
For
Well-
For one season only.
They joined the Lowland League for one season only. I think if they were to ever get into the pyramid system, that would be the way they'd have to go in anyway.
Yeah.
It only seems fair that they go through the same process other teams have to go through, starting lower down and actually winning games and building your way up.
Yeah, well, there is a pyramid beneath the Lowland and Highland leagues, to be fair, which is why some people are annoyed.
Well, it's
Yeah,
always
going
the
into
case
the-
when you drop a
the-
team in somewhere that the league below then go, well, how come they get dropped in?
yeah.
I mean, I don't think that what we're for
It was-
anyway.
It was voted. Well, it was voted through by majority of the Lowland
Yeah.
League clubs. So
I think
it's
it's
their
decent for
league that's
them.
affected, basically.
Uh-huh.
So
That's true.
It's decent for
they
them,
want it then.
and I assume they'll make a decision after the one season and
Yeah. I wonder what happens.
see if they want to pursue
I
it
know
Yeah.
full time again.
in Croatia it was semi-successful when Dinamo Zagreb, etc. did it. They got a few guys in. But I don't know. I'm not for it, to be honest.
As
I
long
think it'll be
I think
tough for them.
I think with
I can't.
just Colts teams, maybe, but it's when you start like having like a Celtic and Rangers 2, like they have in like Germany and other
Yeah.
countries. That's when
Yeah.
the issues come.
But if it's the thing is, if it is just young players, I think a team full of young players will really struggle in the lower leagues.
Yeah.
I think it's a tough one because a lot of guys maybe are too good technically, but it'd be interesting to see how they would get on physically in that sort of league.
Yeah, they'll just get kicked up and down.
We'll see. We'll see.
Pitch.
It's a test. We'll see.
The likes of if Caramel Dembele's still at Celtic next season, and I presume he'll be one of the players in that team. I can imagine he'll just get bullied by anyone
Yeah.
because he's just so
He is
small.
very small.
Yeah. Like before we get stuck in a hole, because Jur said a terrible dad joke, he's saying goodbye first.
Well, Messi was also small and he turned out okay. Anyway, thanks to everyone who took the time to listen to the podcast. I know it's not many of you, but thanks anyway. I'll see you on Monday, hopefully.
Thursday.
Stuart just missing out the
You're
Oh,
walking
first
out.
one.
Oh, sugar, I forgot. This is Thursday for some reason. I'll see you Thursday
Everyone-
then.
Everyone else swears on podcast. Jur, sugar.
Just in case, you never know.
Right, Billy.
Yes. Goodbye.
Craig, thank you for your presence. I'm sure you've got lots to say.
Adios, mis amigos.
And Matt,
Yeah, thank you everyone. Hope we all have a good evening.
and from me, apologies about the lack of professionalism in the last podcast. You know us, we're always vastly professional. But I'm back at my normal setup, so I can put the intro and the cover photo on and etc. for this one. So we're back to normal service, and we'll see you on Thursday.
And Monday.
Thank you, goodbye, and God bless.